whilst you're in a bath, and they just go straight back up to the top. In fact, it's really hard to try and keep them down on the top. You just float on the top. You're weightless.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Skip, aka Skip and Tosh here of the Sacktown Breakdown. Here with another breakdown, another little recap. Sacramento Kings handled their business against the Warriors with a final score of 100-79. But before we get started, always got to give love and respect to our sponsors. Over here on this side, Computer Booter. If you're looking for a place to get your electronics repaired in the Sacramento area, head over to Computer Booter over on Carmichael. Mention the Sacktown Breakdown and get 10% off of your purchase. It's also a gaming lounge as well, so if you want to play some VR or you're looking to play, some current consoles or even retro consoles, if you want to get your Intellivision on and your Atari, they have all of that as well. So, drop by. Dave is a fantastic dude, and they got tons of just like knickknacks and gifts and all that stuff. So if you're looking to get a retro gamer or even a younger gamer some gifts for Christmas, I would definitely say check out Computer Booter for that as well. They're fantastic. And then also on the other side, bam, Tabu Ohana, the family, a gaming chair sponsor. Awesome work that they do with orphans and stuff like that. And if you drop my code SKIPTC, you'll get an additional $40 off your chair. So make sure you go over to tabuohana.com. Links are obviously in the description, so check it out there. You get the sick logo on the back of your chair. You can pause that if you need to see it again. But let's go ahead and jump straight into this recap. Not take up too much more of your time. These Sacramento Kings are something else. Finally starting to put things together and handle business, especially after that loss to the New York Knicks, which was just ridiculous. But like I said, final score 100-79. We had 26 in the first half. Second half started to get a little second quarter started to get a little hairy. They scored 18 in the first quarter to our 26. They scored 24 in the second quarter to our 25. Third quarter, we came out and handled business properly, 28-17. And then finally, in the final quarter, it was 21 points to 20 points. Now, when I say handle business, I meant we were scoring enough, because where we weren't handling business was turning over the ball. That was atrocious for both teams and especially us. But let's look at our game leaders. We have Bogdan leading it with 25 points. Willie Cauley-Stein on the Golden State Warriors. Wow, that feels weird to say after all these years. He had 14 points. Marvin Bagley, second game back. Awesome. 6 rebounds off the bench to Marquise Chris, a Sacramento-born NBA player. He had 6 rebounds, so they matched there. Bogdan had 5 assists. D'Angelo Russell had 8, which I like to see that from D'Lo. That's awesome. And then Trevor Ariza had 3 blocks. Again, for people wondering why does Trevor Ariza play in the game, he got leadership, got championship experience, and defense. And then Willie Cauley-Stein actually had 6 steals. He was getting those long arms out there, using that length to bug us, which is good. I'm glad to see him doing well. All right, field goal percentage. This is always interesting. We had 60% on our side. We made 38 of 63 shots. It was really interesting on the other side. Golden State actually attempted more shots, 77, but they only made 30, and they had 39. So they had like 21% less field goal percentage, which is pretty crazy. Three-pointers, we didn't shoot as many three-pointers this game either. We only shot 22, but we made 10 of them, so 45% from 3. They shot 3 more than us, but they made 4 less, so they were 24% from 3, which that didn't help their case either. Free throws, they still got to the line more than us. We got there 16 times, we made 14 of them, so 87%. 13 out of 18 for them, and they were 72%. Assists, we had 3 more than them, 27 assists to 24. Rebounds, we had 38, they had 26. Offensive rebounds, they had 8, we had 4. Steals, they had 14, we had 9. Goodness gracious. And then blocks, we had 4 to their 1. Turnovers, like I said, both teams turned over the ball way too much. 20 turnovers for them to our 27. You always hear me saying, like, the Kings' sweet spot for turnovers is between like 12 and 14. 15 we can sustain. You usually don't win NBA basketball games when you turn this ball over almost 30 times. So it just so happens that I guess we did it with the right team. But we don't want to continue that trend. That's a terrible trend. Let's go over and look at the stats for Golden State. Trillion is 29 minutes, like we said, at 14 points. Missed his only free throw. 5 rebounds, like we said, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 6 steals, like we mentioned. Damian Lee, I think this was like his first NBA start. I could be wrong. 34 minutes, he had 13 points. He was 6 of 15 from the field. Didn't hit any of his three-pointers. Hit his 1 free throw. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal. D'Angelo Russell only played 27 minutes, had only 8 points. So D'Lo really did not have a good game. Yeah, I would go as far as to say for him, he had a bad game. Only hit 1 of his 3 three-pointers, so he only attempted 3, which is also uncharacteristic. I actually want to see how many 3-point attempts does he average right now. Let's take a look. So for this season, 3-point. Yeah, so he's averaging 8 attempts and he's making 2.9 of them. So he's currently shooting 34% from 3, which is not great. It's not good for him. Last year we can see he shot 36. We're at almost 37, which that's where you want to be. 35, 36 is like league average. So if you're anywhere above league average, you're shooting good. So yeah, this is his. Minus his brief stint in Brooklyn. And then his second year, yeah, this is the lowest he's been shooting. Excuse my yawn. Well, that's good to know. But again, he did have 8 assists, which is good for him. Draymond Green. I wanted to see Draymond go to Detroit and have nobody to help him and see how good he really was. But we get to see that in Golden State. They're paying him a lot of money to not be good. He played 26 minutes. He had 7 points. He hit 1 of his 4 threes. He shot more threes than D'Angelo Russell. Didn't get to the line. Only had 2 rebounds, had 3 assists, had 2 turnovers, had a steal. And then Glenn Robinson III, in his 24 minutes, he had 7 points. So when only 2 of your 3 starters crack, double-digit scoring, and none of those are 20 plus, that spells doom. I would say Alex Burks, who we did receive in a trade last year, and I do enjoy Alex Burks. He's a competitor and a professional. 22 minutes, he had 11 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 turnovers is what hurt him, and 2 steals. All right. Evans had 7 points in his 19 minutes. Amari Spellman had 5 points in his 18 minutes. Marquise Chris only played 10 minutes. I didn't realize he only played 10. Jeez, he only had 2 points. He had 6 rebounds, though, like we said. And then even Kevin Looney only played 11 minutes. Has he been injured? What's going on? He was like a beast, and he was looking really good in all the Rico Run videos. So this is a little concerning. Anyway, all done with Golden State. Buddy Hield in his 33 minutes only had 19 points, which I'm surprised of, but his field goal percentage was awesome. He was 8 of 11. And he hit 2 of his 5 threes. That's fine. Hit his free throw. Plus 21. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals. Harrison Barnes in his 33 minutes had 15 points, 5 of 11 from the field. That's good. Only 1 of 5 from 3. That's not good. Hit all his free throws, had 5 rebounds, had 3 assists, and had a steal. Rashawn Holmes in his 25 minutes had 9 points. 4 or 5 from the field, which is awesome. 5 rebounds. Had 6 turnovers, though, which is very troublesome. But he did have 2 steals, and he had a block. And 5 fouls. Corey Joseph, in his 31 minutes, had 7 points. That's good for Corey Joe. On the scoring side, had 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal. Nemanja didn't have a good game. Nemanja actually had a bad game. I guess the matchup was just bad. It's Draymond. But he had only 2 points. Didn't hit. He only shot 1 3. Didn't hit it. Had 3 rebounds. Had 4 assists though. 2 turnovers and 1 steal. Of course, Bogey in his 29 minutes had the 25, 9 of 11, which is fantastic. 4 or 5 from 3. Oh, that's amazing. Hit all of his free throws, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 turnovers. Goodness gracious, 1 steal. Bags in his 22 minutes had 17 points. Let's go, Bags. Second game back. I love it. 7 of 13 from the field. Hit one of his 2 3-pointers, so he was 50% from 3. I like to see Bags shoot the 3 and hit it. Hit 2 of his 3 free throws, had 6 rebounds, like we said, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, not too bad, but he did have 5 fouls. He was very hyper, very kind of jumpy. Trevor Ariza, 26 minutes, had 5 points. We already talked about his 3 rebounds and his 3 blocks. He also had 3 turnovers, but he had 2 assists. Yogi played 10 minutes with 1 point, had 4 rebounds and 1 assist, 2 turnovers. Caleb Swanigan played a minute and had a rebound and a turnover. And then Justin James played 2 minutes, in which he only had a foul. All right. Well, I think that pretty much spells it out for the most part, y'all. Biggest takeaways really is that we just took care of a business against a wounded Warriors team. We let them come back a little bit from some leads that we had, but then we turned up the heat and ultimately just kind of finished them off. This is a really big win because as of right now, again, we're tied for 7th seed with OKC. The skid for Minnesota has began. The skid for the Suns already started. They're in the 9th spot now. The Blazers, even with Melo, aren't really recovering enough right now. Still a long season. We still got quite a few games to go. And today's Tuesday, we play against the Charlotte Hornets, which is another very beatable team. We are on the road, but I hear we get Fox back today. So we just got Bags back. I hear we're getting Fox back. He's absolutely been marked as questionable for the game, so he's no longer officially out. He's questionable. It will be a game time decision. I don't want him to push himself to come back too soon, but I will be like, at first for so long I was like, what's it gonna be like when Fox and Bags get back? Is it gonna mess up the chemistry or whatever? And with Bagley back, I haven't seen it mess up the chemistry. And we're still starting Rashawn Holmes, which I feel like we should be. I would like to see us do that until we get back home, and then maybe when we get back home and play our next home game, maybe we could start Bags. But let's just go with who's playing the best. And if Nemanja, which I don't believe Nemanja will continue to have games like this, but if he does, we may actually have to look at starting Bagley and Rashawn Holmes at the same time and bringing Nemanja off the bench. But I would prefer Nemanja to continue to start because that gives us 2 certified shooters in Buddy Hield and Nemanja in the starting lineup, an attacker / distributor and Fox, Harrison Barnes, who's a lockdown, who can, get in the post and get to the line and shoot the 3. And then we got ourselves a rim runner, at the 5 and Rashawn Holmes or Bagley. But either Holmes will be coming off the bench or Bagley will be coming off the bench. I think we got to keep starting Nemanja until noted otherwise. And then we got Bogey coming off the bench as another shooter and playmaker, facilitator, scorer, Swiss Army knife. So, man, with the way that the year is shaping up, things could look pretty good for us. You know what I mean? It's just we got to stick with it. And we can't lose home games to the Bulls and the Knicks. That's inexcusable. I'm still upset about that. I'm still very, very upset about that. But overall, satisfied with the wins that we took. So thanks for tuning in. We always appreciate y'all. Sorry. Appreciate y'all coming through. I wasn't ready to end it yet. Check out Taboo Ohana for a gaming chair this Christmas if you're looking for one for someone, and they help with orphans, so you can feel good about the chair. Ran by veterans, so you're supporting your veterans, supporting orphans, and supporting Sacktown Breakdown if you do so. And then also Computer Booter. Bam, over on this side, I got it right this time. If you're looking to get your electronics repaired, looking for a gift for a gamer in your life, old or young, or looking for a really fun and inviting gaming lounge, it's an awesome place to hang out. Smash tournaments every Friday night. Make sure you guys check those out as well. Dave is an incredible guy and a great sponsor. So appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning into the Sacktown Breakdown. We'll have another recap for y'all as the Kings take on the Hornets. This is your boy Skip for my man Tap, handling his business. Peace out, y'all.